All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Boss Talk. I'm excited for this one. We've been back camera vibing. It's been a good time so far. We got my boy High Tone here. High Tone, welcome, bro. Thanks for
Man,
coming.
appreciate the opportunity.
Damn,
Welcome,
y'all niggas
brother.
not gonna clap for him?
Yeah,
Just
I was
let
at the
him
water.
bro.
That's right.
Man,
We
Hey,
got my boy High Tone here
thanks
today.
for coming through.
here's
Yes,
the thing,
sir.
bro. Anytime you get an opportunity to go on anybody's platform, it's a blessing, bro. Like
Right.
a lot of fools, play the politic game and the cool game, bro. It's not about views. It's not about following, dog. It's about what do you want the people that are gonna watch this, whether if it's 5 or 5,000, to know about you and to know about you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
and that's the main thing, bro.
Yes, sir.
It's not even that. It's either are you human or are you a cloud chaser?
There it
And
is.
as you
Well.
just proved, you're a human being.
And
Yeah.
you know our channel is full of the bots. You feel me? So no, I'm just playing.
Hater, bro.
But
Go ahead,
I'm gonna hate
Tone,
on my own thing.
Go ahead and tell the people what is it that you got going on, bro. What is it that you do?
Man, I consider myself first and foremost an entrepreneur,
Mhm.
an artist, a tattooer, and an inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things I like to categorize myself in, bro. Like you're more than one thing in this world, bro. If you do music, dog, you're more than a rapper.
Right.
If you're a father, you're more than just a dad, dog.
Oh yeah.
You gotta have other elements to you that make you, bro.
Mhm.
Or you get stuck. So that's what I am, bro. I'm the inspiration for the kids in my city, dog, that had nothing and that grew up without no parents or no pops and no brother, like no guidance, like that you could make it.
Mhm.
No matter what your passion is, bro, you just gotta stick to it and be consistent. And I feel like that's who I am, dog.
Yes, sir.
That's the
right.
best thing you
Yeah.
can be, bro. Straight up.
I think all of that, tied up into a nice ribbon. What he didn't mention is he's a boss because we got him on Boss Talk.
That's right.
He's running his own show.
Yes, sir.
We love to get on this platform and let y'all know what it takes to get to this point and the mentality you got to have. And so, as usual, per every episode, we start off with a boss talk. Today's boss talk, I don't really know how to put this into words. I just got to dive straight into it. So, and that is keeping your head down. The Max, we spoke about this earlier. He was like, "You mean like this?" I'm like, "Nah," because I got to elaborate. I got to get into it. So, never let your left hand know what the right hand is doing because the right hand might tell on you. You feel me? So what I mean by that is, and this is coming from my beautiful wife all the time because apparently I talk too much. Whenever I got plans and schemes or whatever, and I'm like, I know this is going to work, her, my father, or anybody else that's close to me that cares about me, they always tell me like, keep that under wraps.
Mhm.
Sometimes when you talk about what you're doing instead of just being about it, maybe that's out of excitement. You're too excited, like, yo, this is gonna work. You could tell the wrong person and they could just mess up the whole energy, maybe with their doubts, and they could just put the whole wrong thing out there. So it's like best to don't do this for the clout. Just put your head down, keep grinding and do what you need to do and show results.
Can I add upon that real quick?
You definitely can. That's why we're here.
So I'm just trying to understand what you're saying. Essentially, what you're talking about is like that evil eye, right? Like, so
Can you elaborate further?
I'm gonna elaborate further. So the evil eye is
Damn, my
essentially
cup is sweating.
Yeah, mine was
That-
too.
I ain't
saw
never
that.
seen that.
That's that Duce.
I ain't never seen a cup
That
sweating.
dude
That's that dude
that
say.
dude says like, "Hey, fool, put me in a glass cup,
Yeah.
please."
Yeah.
Why am
Or-
I
or
in this
drink me,
plastic cup?
actually.
right now?
Yeah.
That one. My
Hey,
bad,
drink
bro.
it
My
then.
bad,
So
bro.
go ahead and
Hey, yo,
elaborate
okay,
on
you're gonna
that,
have
man.
to get some
So on the
glass.
evil eye, my G, this is what I'm saying. So like, let's say you got a plan, you want to do something, right? You might go up to somebody and be like, "Hey, homeboy, I got this idea for a business. I'm trying to get it on, keep it moving." And it's like, "Hey, bro, it's a good idea." But inside, this has negative energy towards it. So what's happening in the universe, that negative energy he has that he's not showing to you is still being attached to that idea you have.
Right.
So
Mm.
while you think, oh, shit's going good, but he can that evil eye that this fool has internally can stick upon that idea that you have. You get what I'm saying? Is
Oh,
it
for
connecting
sure.
to what you're saying?
Of
Yeah.
course, because what I mean, it has many different lanes to it. It's exactly what you said, or it could be a thing of like they're hating on you so hard that they go and put a negative word out on the streets about, oh, he thinks he's gonna pull this off, and they're
Mhm.
trying hard. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I feel like positivity is the energy of God, and so it always overcomes. So even if you make that mistake, and you start speaking up about the things you're gonna do rather than just like keeping it to yourself and doing it. And to like basically it's almost like it's too late when the world finds out. They can't stop it.
Exactly.
But if you make the mistake and you get to, running your mouth about it or whatever, I'm not saying that you can't succeed, but you're just making things harder for yourself a little bit. You're putting brand new obstacles in front of you for no reason that didn't need to be there,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it goes down to a very simple quote that's been around forever. Actions speak louder than
Than
words.
words.
Exactly.
And yes, I get manifesting and I get talking to your brothers about things you want to do and people you trust, but there is a fine line, dog, because both of you guys have made a great point. Like, you can have the greatest idea in the world, and if you tell the wrong person, that wrong person could have more connections, more means, more opportunity than you, and they can instantly take your amazing idea and put it in their own life.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't so there's two ways. It could either be blocked from you or taken from you.
Mm-hmm.
So it is very important that when you're sharing those deep things with people, it's people that you love and trust.
Right.
But you also said another good point. At the end of the day, if you're a believer, bro, and you have a power over you, always watching you and protecting you, and you're a prayer and you are a giver and you are, you give this world good things, it will feed you back good things.
That's
It
right.
will protect you from those people that have bad intentions for you, bro, and don't want to see you succeed and want to see you fall. Like, I feel like I'm protected.
Yeah.
I know I got people that want to see me fall, but that's okay, bro. We need that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's going to make me hungry. We all need that, bro. We need the doubt.
Yeah.
Because the doubt turns into hunger.
Exactly.
And the hunger turns into success.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if there was none of the negative stuff or none of the hater stuff or none of the doubter stuff, it wouldn't make you work as hard, because working hard to prove somebody wrong, there's no other intention like that, dog.
No other fuel.
No other
No
feeling,
other.
straight up. No other drug.
No other.
You know what's crazy? Like on the same topic is like the closer that I've gotten to God myself, the more I doubt myself. And I'm gonna make that make sense. But I trust God even more. Like before, I used to think like, man, I'm super intelligent. I know what I'm gonna do here. I'm street smart. I can map this all out. And I always believed in the plans that I set forward. But as I got closer to God, I started to understand this. I could have the greatest plan in the world. It means nothing if God doesn't want that plan to succeed.
Exactly.
But I could have no plan, and that means nothing if He wants me to succeed.
Yeah.
So it's a thing of like, I'm giving advice when I give my boss talks about, like, again, we can make things harder or easier. You could play a video game on hard or easy and still beat it. Play the game on easy. Enjoy it. You know what I mean? instead of coming through.
And then when that gets boring.
Yeah. I mean, it's never boring when you just win. You feel me? Like, just collecting points. Because I compared it to a video game, but life is just a little bit more different, instead of having to repeat the same level. I don't know if you niggas ever played a video game and you just sitting there dying and redoing the same level over and over, like, man, I'm trying to get to the next level. You feel me? So real life could be like that, because I've done it in real life. But I've taken the same L's over and over and over again, back to back, until I learned. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm making this way too hard on myself. Did it the way it was supposed to be done. It was easy. And then you level up and you move on.
Yeah,
So-
bro. The world, I think a lot of things that people don't understand is the world is actually very giving if you put in the work. I've never seen anybody hit the gym consistently, eat right every day, and not be in shape.
There you go.
You get me? I've never seen anybody work towards a certain a goal as far as their career, like a podcast. If you put in the work in the podcast, you're constantly posting, you're constantly doing everything, it will work out. And a lot of people, what it is they just can't or won't put in the work.
Yeah, consistency is hard, but there also is realistic. No dream is too big, you were taught, right? And I believe in that. But there's certain things in this world that when you grow up, you just know you can't do. Like, homie, I'm not going to be able to dunk a basketball on a 10-foot court.
Right.
Like, you've got to be realistic, homie. Like, and look, my uncle told me, nothing bad ever comes out of hard work. So whether you reach the goal that don't work, 100 other things will work out within that goal. Like
Yeah.
you might not have got the finish line on this one thing,
Mhm.
but within that journey and race to that, you were so blessed so many different ways that you don't
Right.
even pay attention to because you just keep thinking you're failing because you're not at that thing yet.
Mhm.
But if you step back and go, man, I didn't reach that goal, but man, I reached about 10 on the way
Right.
there.
And I think
Exactly.
a lot of people need to step back, bro, and really count their blessings of where they're at in their life, you know? Because I remember for me, like trying to reach a certain goal, just how you're saying. And it's like this year, right? This year has started, and I'm like, man, I remember 5 years ago, this is what I wanted to be where I'm at today. And it's such a blessing. But today, right now, I'm like, man, I want to be here. But I got to take that step back and be like, man, I am so blessed because I prayed for this years ago.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You forget what you prayed for.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
Talking
and
to
and
your
and it
prayers of the
sucks
past.
because I got asked on an interview one day, like, what is success? And then like I was like, damn, like it's everyone has their own individual thought of success.
Right.
You get me? Like
Mhm.
you can just have 3 kids, have a normal job, rent a house,
Picket white fence.
have a little kid, have a car that you and your wife share, and that could be somebody's dream, dog, and they feel successful.
Right.
Someone will look at that and go, bro, that's far from what I want. I want more. Like
Mm.
it's you gotta sometimes just sit back and go, bro, like I am successful already, but I still want more.
100%.
Right.
You're already saying it
Yeah.
to the universe, so it happens in the future,
Mhm.
essentially. But before we end off this boss talk, what you said, bro, it's a good boss talk segment. But what interests me and what I've been thinking about is like, what would Dr. Phil think about this?
Well,
What
we'll
would?
never know.
Well, we will know because I have Dr. Phil on the
Oh,
line
once
right
again.
now, as you can see. It's
Oh,
Dr.
yeah.
Phil. It's Dr. Phil over
The one
here.
and the only, huh?
And we're gonna call Dr. Phil right now, and we're gonna ask him what you said. Just reiterate that question so we can ask Dr. Phil correctly, because this fool sometimes drinks at night. I don't want him to
I'm
get active.
already, the camera's on. I'm already confused. But go ahead. I'm gonna try and bring it back.
Okay, ladies
say
and
that
gentlemen,
word.
hold on to your seats. We're calling Dr. Phil.
Hell yeah.
What's cracking, player?
Damn.
Dr. Phil, what's cracking, my big brother? How are you?
Nothing much, player. Kicking it with Robin. Listen to that new Lil Baby album, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Wow.
How's Robin been doing?
She's good. Fuck that bitch. Who gives a fuck how she's doing? Ask Dr. Phil how he's doing. All
Dr.
right?
Phil, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, brother. Keeping the pin, player.
Okay,
Yeah,
Doc-
I do.
Dr. Phil. So we're with the boss man right now. We have the guest with us, High Tone. We were talking
Alright.
about, essentially what we were talking about is when you have an idea and you want to
Down.
bring it out to the world, should you give it out to the world? Because how will the world interpret that?
The energy
That you're bringing. So essentially what I'm saying is, let's say you have an idea for a business, right? And you want to go tell it to a friend, a colleague, an acquaintance or whatever, but do you know the inner feelings of this person? How can that energy be attached to that, whatever you want to start, whatever you want to achieve, whatever you want to go through? So I just want to ask you, do you think it's a smart idea to tell people your aspirations, what you want to do in the future? What do you think? Do you think there's an evil eye? There's not an evil eye?
Listen, player. Let's keep it a book. All right? Keep the ideas to yourself. Work on them. Get them done. And then share with whoever. Maybe those ideas and those inventions won't turn out good. See if you can do it. All right? And if it's hunted, and if it's a hunted, all right? Share it with the world. Let them utilize it. Be a pioneer, player. Be a pimp.
Okay.
I feel like we got hood Dr. Phil today.
I
Sounds
told you,
like it.
Dr. Phil starts drinking after 9 o'clock,
Listen,
bro.
player, listen. All that TV stuff is entertainment, all right? Dr. Phil been gangster.
Oh, my bad.
All right?
Woo.
My bad, G.
Excuse me.
Hey,
Yeah.
Doc.
Stay down with my LA people.
Hey, Dr. Phil, we love you, bro. Thank you for always reaching out for my
I love
calls.
you, brother. I love you, brother. I
All right.
love all your brothers over there.
All right.
That's
Keep
right.
it 100, all right?
All right, Dr. Phil. Thank you.
Anytime, anytime.
See you, bro.
You know what? To simplify it, to put it in, I'm glad he said what he said because it reminded me. This
Real
whole boss
quick.
topic-
No other show can do this. Only we can
Only
do
us.
this. We got Arthur Shelby on the first episode. Now we got Dr. Phil. Who's next?
Who's next?
Michael Jackson? I don't know. R.I.P. I'm just kidding. What were you saying, my dude?
So the quote, to simplify it, real G's move in silence. And that's what this is.
Muley. That's how
There
they
it
say
is.
money in English, British terms.
How they say it?
100%.
How they say it in
Muley.
Armenian? How they say it in your language?
Poch.
Paul.
Paul.
That's it right there.
Poch.
Oh, you got to do the hand signal too. All right, look, I got a question. So, some type of way you said something, and you were talking about how do you measure success? Everybody's success is different. It's what it is to you, right?
Right.
And I'm gonna segue that right into our good Canadian friend who has a lawsuit against UMG right now for Kendrick Lamar's "Not Like Us" record, or for whatever shenanigans. Also, I don't even know if you know this, bro. It's a hilarious thing. He named the streamers in the lawsuit as well. Have you guys
Really?
been seeing this?
I haven't seen that.
I've heard some shit. Bro,
I don't
with
even
Drake's
I
fucking
don't even
Canadian
like
ass.
to dive into it no more.
I don't have a choice. If you
It's
open your
everywhere.
app, bro, like they just straight blowing it up. Well, certain cats that I follow, do you follow a cat named Demiza?
I know Demiza, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Demiza,
and
yeah.
Kool-Aid, yeah.
I met him.
So he's
Demiza's dope.
always talking about this topic
Yeah.
because his point of view on it is that this is good for the independent artist, and I get his angle. I respectfully disagree. It's like I see it for what it really is, bro. A nigga lost a rap battle, and he can't handle it, bro. Like that's
Right.
what it really comes down to. So when I get online and you see all of the fans who, whether they're this side or that side, debating about it, one of the main things that I always see is like they try and compare success. Well, this guy sold this many records, and this one has done this, and I'm like, are you guys blind? Do you feel like Kendrick Lamar is walking around like sad that he doesn't have whatever accolades it is that Drake has? Kendrick is chilling, bro.
Mhm.
He's a living embodiment of what you just said, pretty much having your own definition of your own personal success. I know about that too. It's like nobody could come tell me like, hey, bro, you only have this many streams on your songs or this or that. For me personally, I'm just looking at it like, bro, do you know how happy I am that I've completed we were talking about this earlier, how happy I am that I completed these projects? I didn't do this to get to a specific number. I just did it because it was, as we talked about earlier on another episode, I had a fire burning inside of me that I had to let out,
Mhm.
and I got it out, and it sounded how I wanted it to sound.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm
a
done.
success to you.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like I'm doing some music with my business partner I talked about earlier, Omar.
Mhm.
And he has helped me through my music career for the last 7-8 years as an investor, as a business partner. And he put music on the back burner to help me because he believed in me. And that, first and foremost, is
That's
the
love.
most giving, loving thing you can do, is going, I'm good at something, but instead of playing on the court, I'm going to coach.
That's a good one.
Mhm.
You get me?
Yeah.
Right.
And it takes a certain type of person
Mhm.
to give the game up to coach,
Yeah.
especially if you're in your prime.
Yep.
Okay. So that's a different human being regardless. Now, we're doing music right now for us. He has kids, he has a wife, he has multiple businesses. He's set. But we're making our music for us and his kids and our family. And if it does anything past that, cool. But if not, we know we can press play and his kids and I'm their uncle, and they can be like, that's my papa and that's my uncle. That makes us feel successful at that moment.
Yeah.
Numbers, monies, views, clout, all that, bro, you can buy, dog. You can't buy what makes you feel good inside, bro. You
Mhm.
think you could.
Yeah.
That bag might make you feel good, dog. That chain might make you feel.
Right.
That watch might make you feel good. That escort might make you feel good for the night.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, all those things are band-aids, dog. Those things get ripped off.
That's exactly
If
what
the
it is.
cut never heals, you will continue bleeding on somebody.
Mhm.
You
People are,
have to let it's not bro. It's so, this game is so fucked up, dog.
yeah.
Because the world thinks they know what success is, but it's not. It goes back to what makes you have peace inside, dog.
Mhm.
The ultimate is peace.
I feel like, yeah,
Facts.
exactly. The ultimate is peace and freedom. You got to do you got to have the freedom to do what you want. It's like, I want to make a certain amount of money, not just because I want the finer things in life. Of course I do. But the main thing is that I want to make this money so that way I have the financial freedom to do what I love to do, to spend time with my family.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So,
Financial freedom.
financial
It goes
freedom.
back
That's
to
the,
that.
I feel like that's the main goal for me.
Yeah, I mean, I know you were on that Kendrick Drake shit. I've had this convo with Moses, dog, late nights, chopping it up, drinking. I hate the fact that everyone has to feel like they have to pick a side. When you bang Drake for 10 years, and then just because someone came out the West and beat him in a rap battle, you gonna forget about all the 10 years you created memories from this artist? Trash, bro.
Right.
Trash. Don't pick a side. He won a battle. Cool. I could still listen to Drake.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it's like, but the world don't, it's like separation, dog. Battles create separation. They create division.
Right.
The world don't need division right now, dog. The world needs unity.
It's you know what's a beautiful
So it's
thing?
good for music when it's friendly, but when the world has to pick sides, dog, I think it's trash.
Yeah.
I think it's trash.
So real quick,
I want to bring hold on. I want to bring up real quick talking about unity, right? LA is going through a major crisis right now with all these fires. Okay.
Wait, don't switch, bro.
that was a good hold up. No, hold.
That is a good one.
That, I was about to
We're
take it
coming
somewhere
back.
else.
Go
It's
ahead,
like
though. Go ahead.
I'm
Go
talking,
ahead. Go ahead.
talking about the unity though,
Go ahead.
like
Go ahead. Go ahead.
LA is a city of gang banging and this and that, but it's just such a beautiful thing to see how everybody is coming together to help those in need.
I want to.
Yeah,
I want to say one thing. My bad, bro.
No, no, say yours. It was just sort of like that's true, but pretty random, but true.
Don't
It's
hate on
talking
me,
about
big homie.
unity, dog.
No, so look, this is all I was gonna say. I'm gonna address that. Let me just do this in order, right?
Go for it.
So, 100%, I agree with what High Tone just said about that situation. Me specifically, and it's funny, like I have no fears about like it being a rapper myself, right? And I haven't even released anything in like a year or two or anything like that. A lot of people say all the time, like, oh, if Drake reached out to you right now, you would take that feature or whatever, right? I would tell you I wouldn't, because I don't care. Because remember, we're talking about the success, right?
Yeah.
I mean this from the bottom of my heart, and I'm glad that it's on camera so my kids can see this. You guys are my success. I wanted life just because I had all of you guys, and you guys love me and I love you back. There's no money that could do it for me. I've been so down that it's crazy, bro. I've been embarrassingly down to the point where, like, you know, people could, I feel like, look at me like I'm not even a man, or like look at my wife and be like, yo, why are you with this dude? He can't even like provide for you type deal, right? And it hurts, bro. It hurts. But what's crazy is she was with me the whole way. And I never felt like, no matter how far down I went, that she was even thinking about leaving me behind. And now that I'm back up, I just appreciate her that much more. My kids, I was talking to one of my homies who lost everything in these fires that just happened. And I pulled up on him just to have a conversation. So part of that convo, I don't even want to talk about. That's just between me and him. But one thing he did bring up to me was a conversation he had with his daughter. And his daughter, he's asking his daughter, like, how do you feel? Like, you know, you could let it out. Like, what is it that you're feeling? Don't worry. And she's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, let it out. You want to do this? You want to cry? You want to? He's like, you want to cuss? You could cuss, because this is too real right now, right? What do you want? And her answer was simple. If I remember correctly, it was something like she just wanted a PlayStation and something else. And he's like, really? That's it? Like not even a place to stay with? If she's like, well, it doesn't matter. Like, I can sleep with you, so it doesn't even matter. And he was like, dang, like that's deep.
The most simple things could make somebody happy.
Yeah.
Depending on their situation, their age, their environment.
Right.
But yes, the most simple thing, I go back to this all the time, bro. Very simple to keep a man happy.
Yeah.
Very simple. And we can get into that later, but it is very simple.
It's very simple, yeah.
You know, so that's what it is. Now, I got to touch on this. I know the kids are I know you got everything in the world. But why would you pass on a Drake feature right now? Because you like Kendrick?
No. I would pass on it for the simple reason of this right here. In life, I feel like there's areas that you're at a certain moment, right? So there's some times where it's like some things get forced on us so hard that it's like you can't do nothing but like accept what it is. Things that are factual. For one, he has like countless amount of songs that are fire. Nobody's gonna say that his music is trash, right? But I will tell you this, personal experience, and I've shared this with them before, is that when he first came out, my introduction to Drake was different. when I was like 12 years old and I'm staying with my mom, there was a show that used to come on called Degrassi. And I used to see this dude in a wheelchair, and I used to think this was the funniest show ever, right? Remember, this is before Drake.
I never seen.
I
I've
did,
seen
though. So it's different for me. That's what I'm saying. It's different for me.
But because he was on a show doesn't mean you wouldn't.
No. It's not that. But the whole point is, his personality was there though. Part of that show was really who he was. So here's my experience with it. I get a little bit older. I leave and I go to the Navy. And my homie, the one that was rapping on that song, Pac-Man, I'm writing him back and forth. I'm like, because it's always been about music for me, bro. So I'm like, yo, who's new out right now, right? And he's like, hey, bro, there's this guy named Nipsey, who's like popping right now, right? And it's funny because I met Nipsey at Venice Beach when he was still handing out CDs and everything like that. And so I'm like, okay. He's like, and there's this guy named Drake, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, for sure. So then I end up getting out the Navy, and then I check, and I'm like, bro, that's the nigga from Degrassi.
So like your like initial like how he was introduced to you as far as like a character and actor could never take you there, is what you're saying. Like it's like what what is it?
Well, it was this. So first I started hearing it. I seen him on MySpace. I seen Drake when this nigga was in his bedroom with the Hypnotic bottles on MySpace. None of you seen him there. All of you hardcore Drake fans, you didn't see him there. I saw him there, all right? Where he was still in the room like all the rest of us trying to get popping, right?
He was drinking them incredible.
I didn't have no
Hulks.
problem with that. But what I didn't like was, I'm like, first of all, hip hop is involved, right? But at the time, I'm hardcore. Like, I just want bars.
Yeah.
I don't want no harmony. I don't want none of these things. And so Drake would be one of the first artists to come out. And, basically he was doing a lot of R&B at the time. And at the time I would like, unless it's old school R&B, I don't want nothing to do with it. So for me, I just couldn't really vibe with it at the time.
Then that's fine. You're not a fan of it.
Right. That's
perfect.
It wasn't a thing of like.
Yeah, then you don't even got to explain it no more. Everyone has an opinion to like and not like something, bro. And that's everything in life, dog. Like, period.
You don't feel like he's trying to play like the tough guy role right now?
I don't give a fuck that it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
I just know that if I hear a song, I like it and I fuck with it. And I'm happy for however you got there, dog. Whether if it was family money or the grind, dog. When you're at the top, you respect it. But to me, I don't dive into news, a certain bar.
Okay.
I don't do that. That's not me.
I'll wrap it up and I'll say it just like this. Because this is essentially what I was getting to. I tried to give you, and I shouldn't have went into such a long, but essentially where this lands is here. To me, my deep love for hip hop and my understanding of the history as a Black person, this was everything. This was our culture. And I've been feeling this way before I even knew Drake existed. I would wake up in the morning listening to hip hop. My parents' radio alarm would go off. A Tribe Called Quest would be playing on the radio.
Right.
And it's deep for me.
Got you. And I feel like you are so much so, it's a validated opinion and feeling. And I think that's what the world needs, dog, is for someone to come out and say, this is why I feel this way. And it's either all the way trash or it's valid, dog.
Right.
But all these kids and all these people nowadays only go off one thing they read online.
100%.
One post on the gram, dog.
Right.
They don't dig. They don't have soul. They don't have feeling. They don't have their own voice, dog. They just want to continue to follow the leader.
Hopping back to where we were at, I guess what I'm saying is this. I believe that hip hop is such an influential thing in society, probably more than anything else, to the point where every culture on earth uses hip hop slang. They use the hip hop flavor. Bro, we even jump into other genres of music and they got hip hop elements nowadays. Reggaeton has taken from hip hop. Country music has now taken from hip hop. Everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's so influential that I have stopped listening to certain artists because I realize the impact they have on my spirit. And I'm talking about because I listen to a lot of gangster rap, right? But some of the gangster rap is just like it's just nothing but murder, death, kill.
Mm.
So when I stopped that, I also started looking into other categories of like, how are they telling you to treat a woman? How are they telling you to be as a man? And I start losing respect for certain artists who are just like about nothing but childishness. Back to Drake. I personally feel like at this age, the man is about a lot of childishness. So that's my personal beef with him. So when the whole thing kicked off between him and Kendrick, bro, you know what the craziest part about that whole thing was for me? When that nigga said in that song, like, what did he say? Something along the lines, I'm gonna not even quote it right, but like, spending time with his son, you don't know nothing about that. Teaching him how to pray, you don't know nothing about that. I was
Yeah.
hearing that, I was looking at my wife like, this nigga
It's
really
a-
said this?
it's
This is
a
a
different
mainstream
type.
artist who really said something like this. I'm like, that's crazy to me. Nobody would say this, bro. Nobody would. All they would do is be like, nah, nigga, I'm making more money than you. I'm smashing more women than you.
Yeah.
I got all this. And he was like, forget all that. I'm spending time with my son.
Like, you're not a real
and teaching him
father.
how to pray. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, whoa. Like,
Yeah, no, those are powerful.
That
Those are
was-
powerful bars.
so that's just me personally.
yeah.
And everybody has their own opinion, but that's all I needed to say on the matter.
Phew, God bless both of them, bro. Drake and Kendrick. I'm so tired of hearing about this shit, dog. Fuck Drake, Kendrick, Drake.
It's the biggest
Kendrick,
thing, dog. I can't wait
Fuck.
till the Super Bowl comes.
Nah, fool. The biggest
be
thing is Donald
legendary.
Trump. So I'm gonna bring it back to what I
Oh,
was about
man.
to say, fool.
one of these.
High tone. So I ask everybody that comes on, bro. I love politics, bro. I love everything about politics. I know it's bullshit. I know it's all lies, but it just interests me. So I like every time we got a guest on, I have to ask politically, where are you aligned? Are you aligned? Do you like politics? Do you fuck with Trump? You fuck with Kamala? You don't fuck with any
She ain't
of
even a
them?
factor no more, bro.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just saying in general, like
Yeah,
leading
yeah.
up to the elections to present time of just where you're at on politics. What's your whole general like philosophy when it comes down to that?
I don't fuck with politics. I know nothing about politics. I don't give a
My
fuck
man.
about politics.
Don't clap for that. Stop.
I don't.
Hell
I
yeah.
in all the years I've been on the earth, no one has done nothing for me that changed my life like that.
Thank you.
So to each his own, and I believe that they are important because it is something that controls and runs the world.
Mhm.
Cool. But my opinion will never change nothing.
100%.
Ever. So for me to sit on one side of the fence or not, I don't know enough information to even tell you why I would sit on that side of the fence.
Okay,
I'm
but
not-
could you say like if I had to choose, which side would you sit on?
Neither on the middle of the fence.
Thank you.
Okay, so you wouldn't choose the bronze bomber.
I wouldn't choose. I don't vote, so I wouldn't choose nothing.
Thank
For
you.
sure.
Yeah. See?
Are you happy? Are you happy?
This nigga the
Hold
bronze
on.
bomber, though, like,
Bro, he-
why, bro? Leave
Because
it.
he's the bronze bomber. He's a fucking.
What does
Oh
that
my
even
God.
mean? The
I-
bronze bomber. Like the
But
Italian
I will
stallion.
tell you this: I do understand that certain sides of the fence affect certain people.
Mhm.
And I know the people that are directly affected by certain,
legislation, laws,
and laws and things like that could possibly happen or already happen. Then I understand why they're so passionate
Mhm.
and why they vote a certain way. To me, it isn't directly affecting me. Nobody cares about nothing until you're directly affected.
Straight up.
If your house didn't get burnt down, bro, you could feel sorry for them, but you're not feeling the pain,
The pain or the
of
struggle.
somebody that had lost their house, somebody in the fire, their animal, all the pictures they accumulated over 35 years of marriage, dog.
Mhm,
Like,
mhm.
those are feelings we'll never understand until you're affected,
Mhm.
So what's happening in the war, I don't know nothing about that either because my ancestry and my culture isn't being directly affected. I can feel for them 1000% because I have a heart.
Mhm.
But no president in the world, dog, from me being alive to now, has done nothing for me at all.
Okay, so another more personal question. What do you think about Trump?
He
Since
just-
he is our
just-
president
he
and you
just
are our
told you
guest.
what he-
No, just specifically him as a person. Do you think
Yes,
he's
Max, you're
fit
the
to be
biggest Trump
president?
supporter here.
As
We
a
get it.
Yes,
wait,
I know.
as a person,
Yes, that's what I'm getting at. Which he didn't tell me.
I've never shook his hand. I've never had a convo. I only could see what I read on a tabloid and what I read on a fucking on a court, transcript
Mhm.
or what a girl said he did. So I will never make a judgment about someone's personal character unless I meet you. Because other than that, I'm just assuming.
You're on the outside looking.
And
I'm
that's the-
assuming.
And
dog.
that's the answer of a gentleman, unlike some people I know over here. Donald Trump put it
What?
all the
So
way
what is it?
2024.
What
No,
did I
but
say?
Hold on.
Listen,
Let our guest talk. Let our guest talk.
but-
We love Trump.
But homie, but look, like
I ain't
I
gonna try to
said,
make
dog,
you look bad. I didn't need you to.
I'm,
trying
I
to
don't,
make me
I
look
don't
bad.
dance
Trying to make me
on,
look
I don't
bad.
dance, I
That's what I
can't,
thought.
bro, because once I get into, I don't fuck with him here, then why do I like, I don't know enough about it, dog. I don't know
Okay.
enough about it. It's not affecting me, so I don't care.
100%. But let's get to what Moses said. Make me look bad, fool. Right here, right now.
No, because
Okay, 'cause you
like I
can't.
said,
Let's
it's not
move
worth
on
the
real
phone
quick to
call
assuming.
later, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm gonna get. And it's
Fool,
like,
fuck
oh,
the
can you delete
phone
this from the
call.
podcast?
I'm not gonna-
No, fool, I won't do that.
Fool,
Anyway,
then
I do
say
want to
it.
get on
Say
another
it.
topic. No,
Say it, 'cause you
it's
got
fine.
nothing to say,
It's
fool.
Well,
fine.
let me say it. Let
Then
me
you
say
say
it.
it,
Let me
fool.
say it. First of
Drain
all,
ass fool,
I'm
dog. Because you
not-
know you got nothing to say. You got nothing to talk about politics, bro.
I'm not
I'm
understanding
not talking about politics.
because I said the same thing as far as like not
No,
caring
you
about
didn't.
this.
You were talking shit about Trump and Kamala and everyone on the planet, bro.
Exactly, because I don't care. Like I don't. None
But
of them.
see, the way he answered was way more
I can't even-
gentlemanlike, and it's like
I
logical.
can't even get it out. No. Oh, okay.
Hold on, I still want to hear what Moses has
Wait a
to say. What do you
second.
have to say, dog? Say it right
This
now,
has
bro.
nothing to
You'll
do
fire
with Trump and
burning in
Kamala.
me.
Anyways, let me finish.
This
saying
fool
what-
ain't got shit to
let me
say,
finish. Let me
Go
finish.
listen.
Let
Go
me
listen
finish.
to your Michael Bublé and put your rose petals.
Hey,
on the floor
fool.
and do your thing, big dog.
Hey, fool.
Let me
I'm
say
not even
this.
gonna comment on that.
Let me
dog.
say this. Let me say
You got a
this. Let me
guest
say
over
this.
here and shit.
Let me say this. I don't care about none of them because I believe in the same thing that he just said, right? I mean, I do believe that these policies can affect people directly and whatnot, but I just know I go through life. I feel like I'm more powerful than that, right? If you got enough energy and you got enough determination and drive, you can direct your life in a direction to the point where like what the outside forces can't even affect you. Okay, so I don't care what Trump is gonna do in office right now. I didn't care what Biden was doing in office. I did at one point, right? Like in the very beginning, because I feel like this is a point in history that's like, it's a marker to something nobody's gone through this before.
Nope.
Like before the
No one's
first
seen the
time,
bronze bomber.
I'm talking about like as soon as Obama's term was over and then we had Hillary going against Trump, at that time I thought like, damn, you know what?
The end of the
I
world has
hope
come.
that Trump wins because I feel like it's going to be so bad that people are going to focus on politics. That's what I thought back then. And I regret feeling that way because then I realized a bunch of ignorant people who don't know nothing about nothing start focusing on politics and it just got crazy. And then I was like, you know what? Nobody needs to be focused on this because I just hear a whole bunch of
Dumbasses.
yeah, exactly, from every angle. So for me, who does Jesus support? Who does God support? And the answer is neither one of these candidates. Jesus is not a Democrat and he's definitely not a Republican. And I'm not saying more than the other. And so for me, I'm just like, I'm walking through life every day as Javon and
But
that's
you know
it.
who God? We know who Jesus or God does support. Every single human being on the planet, regardless if they acknowledge Christ or they don't. But real quick, before we move, I want to move on real quick.
Disagree, but go ahead.
You can say that, but regardless, the biggest sinner, God still wants them to be saved.
What does that have to do with anything that we were
Whatever.
just talking
I
about
just
right now?
answered you're saying that is God
said
a
that Trump is a
Republican
sinner.
or a Democrat or he's this and that. God's not for either side. God's for every person. God wants the most worst sinner, rapist, killer
But
to be
how
a
does
good
that
person.
relate to
God
this?
wants to support him. If you don't know how this relates, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. Let's switch the topic real quick. We were talking about assumptions.
What? Like, hold on,
Hold
wait,
on,
like-
hold on.
No,
If
I'm
you don't
saying
know
it
what I'm
does.
saying-
It doesn't relate.
Okay, before
Tone,
you
do
move
you
on.
get what I'm saying?
Yes,
though?
I get what he's saying. But,
So it's
but-
like, come
yeah,
on, bro.
but I get what everyone's saying. But here's my main thing here. Once again, side picking creates division.
100%.
We just did this. Are we elevating or are we declining? What are we trying to do here, dog? Because, like, bro, like, I know people that will unfollow, mute, hate because someone's likes this person.
Mhm.
It should never get to that point, dog.
Exactly.
If it is directly affecting my wife, or if I had kids, my kids, or my mother, or my sister, and they say it's a Trump policy and something happens that it's going to affect a female. If my wife feels threatened, then I will say, babe, what makes you feel comfortable? We will move.
Mhm.
That's my queen. Deal with the problem when it comes in your face. Don't start assuming and start all this crazy shit when you can't do nothing about it and it's not affecting you.
There you go. At
I
the end
agree.
of
I'm
the
not
day,
against
it ain't
that.
affecting anybody individually. You still got to move on. Your life is still moving on, bro. It don't matter who the president is.
Until
It matters.
laws become laws that directly affect a human being's choice
Right.
and life,
Yeah, like abortion or something like that.
whatever it is. Yeah,
Mhm.
whatever.
Do we agree that throughout history, and I'm not talking about American history, I'm talking about world
Overall
history, there's always been things that like laws or regulations that have been in play. And then there's always been those unique individuals who could rise above that, right? Like I'll give you like one random example, like
Hitler.
even during like slavery times, right? There were black inventors who were able to find a way around these things, right? So all I'm saying for myself is that I feel like I'm at a place in my life where I don't care what laws they put into place or anything like that. I'm gonna find a way around it for me and mine, right? Rather than like complaining. So you know what I hate more than anything else? I'm more empathetic for other people. I hate to see other people,
Affect.
yeah, than I am myself because I feel like
Because some of them don't have the power you said
Yes.
you just had inside you.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
get it. I mean, it sucks, dog. The world's revolved around politics. I don't do them. I know, Max does them, and I know you're passionate about it. And I honestly, bro, think that is very cool, bro. Honestly. Because there needs to be people that are passionate about whatever it is, dog. Christ, politics, whatever it is. If that's how you feel, bro, voice it. That's it.
That's exactly what
That's
I'm
it.
trying to do.
That's fine.
but
And none of us got to fight about it.
but I will say this too. Exactly what he said. So like I could see like your views on these things and whether I agree or not, it's like I respect it because something you said earlier, it's how you were impacted, how you were affected. And I realized just from I've gone around the country enough. I've gone to different cities, even just different cities, you see different cultures, different bubbles, because everybody's in their own little bubble. And then you start to understand like, how can I be mad at this person over here for feeling the way that they do? They're in a whole nother universe. Like they have to feel that way,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
So for me, like I don't get mad at nobody for how they feel. Even when like at no point do I care if somebody's a Trump supporter or they're a Kamala supporter because I got beautiful people in my life who fall on both sides.
Yep.
Same here.
You know?
I never get affected either, bro. I just like
You be
asking
getting
the
pissed,
question.
bro.
No, I
You be
don't.
getting pissed, bro.
I like
You get
it's
pissed.
not that I get pissed, it's that I like engaging in these conversations and talking about policy, legislation. What do you like? And this is what it is too. Like you said, when you really go deep down that rabbit hole of like life and the universe and what the meaning of everything is, do these politicians really matter at the end of the day? No. Are they better than us at the end of the day? They are not. But that shit's interesting to me.
Bless you,
I
baby.
like it. Yeah, like that shit's
Yeah.
bless you.
Like something about it. Like
It's interesting, yeah, bro. Like it's
some
just
people like stars and planets, dog.
Exactly, fool,
Like my
like-
sister, I'll be loaded with the homies and
Gems and shit,
Come
rocks.
over here real quick. Look at this star, and I'm like, I don't want to look through this fucking telescope right now, bro. Like,
exactly.
but
No, I feel you.
she loves it,
And
I gotta show her that.
brotherly love.
That's it.
Let's
Type
can we-
shit.
Can we talk about this? Can we talk because you brought your sister up right now, and I know it's a very soft thing for you to talk about. Let's talk about family and the hardships and trying to rebuild that relationship with family. Because for me, right? So this week, guys, I had a very hard day this week because an extended family member tried to bring me, my brothers, and my dad back together in one room. And me and my brothers, my dad have a very hard relationship because of the divorce that him and my mom went through, right? And me, I've always been like the one I've always been a very, very forgiving person. So I forgave my dad for what he's done. I forgave my mom for what she's done. And I'm always right there for both of them. But unfortunately for two of my oldest brothers, I got 3 older brothers.
Mhm.
For the 2 oldest, one of them doesn't like confrontation. The other one and the oldest and my dad are very, very hard-headed people. They're the same. And trying to build this relationship back, man, it just brought back so many like bad memories and everything like that. And it was like they could not just come to a certain point of like, hey, we're trying to build a relationship here. It was just them trying to one up each other on, well, you did this. Oh, you did that. Well, you did that, And it's like, that wasn't the right thing to do. And I'm right here trying to like legislate, trying to make sure everything is good. And I held my own. But at the end of the day, it did not work out good. It ended off totally wrong. My oldest brother left. My dad was right there, whatever. He was trying to tell us a certain thing that he's going through health-wise and this and that. I held myself good. But once I walked out and I had to go back to work, dog, I fucking broke because it just brought back so many terrible things that had happened in my life about my family. And it just sucks because I want my family, my parents were the rock of the family where when they broke apart, my whole family broke apart on both ends. All the friends and everything, it's not the same no more, bro.
Yeah.
How it used to be. So I know you have something with your dad as well. You guys are reconciling your relationship now, and how long has it been, and how hard was it to get back into that?
Well, first and foremost, like you're asking me for advice on family issues. There's no book for family issues. It all comes down to the individual. So if you're a stubborn, hard-headed, non-forgiving person, the relationship will never get mended. That's with anything, friends, family, business, whatever. If that's how you are, you will run into a lot of problems and lose a lot of people around you. So I had a family member that tried to, after 15 years, dog, my mom and dad divorced at 9 when I was 9. My mom left my dad for a black man. My dad was very racist, traditional Mexican. My dad told me, Tone, when she pulled up, you stay with me and learn how to become a man, or you go with your mom and be a pussy and don't ever say I'm your dad. I went with my mother because I felt safe. So that fucked my dad's head up, dog. His son left and his wife left for a black man. Okay? The dynamic was crazy, bro. Crazy. Now, I lived 3 blocks from my dad and didn't see him for years, dog. That's how much it hurt his ego. 3 blocks, dog. Think about that. You could walk 3 blocks. We didn't see each other, right? So 15 years later, my uncle accidentally butt dials my dad, or somehow they got in a conversation and they were like, hey, have you talked to, or do you even care about your kids, whatever. Anyways, my uncle tried to facilitate us driving out to Arizona to see him. Me, my sister, my uncle, and my mom. My uncle was being the man. I want you guys to have a dad. I want your dad to, if he needs to apologize, whatever it is, I want you guys to have a relationship, because when he passes, no matter what, you will be sad. Yeah. It's your dad still. It's your blood.
Exactly.
And he kept putting that in my head, and I'm like, cool, I'll do it. I'll drive to Arizona for 6 hours and go see my dad. 3 days before that, bro, I had a realization, and I was like, I feel like I'm being forced to go mend this relationship with my father. I go, let's start out with the phone. If my dad really wants to see me and get to know me and fix this, it could start with a simple text. And the text can lead into a convo and calls weekly. And when I see him caring, then I will drive out 6 hours and sacrifice my time and leaving my family and my business to go have this convo with my dad. But it gotta start from somewhere, and you gotta want it. It can't be forced, bro. Problems can't be fixed when they're forced. You have to fully be accepting and going, I'm gonna let the past go and I wanna move forward, dog. I'm not gonna go, if I go see my dad in Arizona, I'm not gonna sit there and go, so why'd you do this? And what happened with I don't give a fuck. Hey, dad, how are you? Are you healthy? Fuck the past. I love you. You're my dad. Let's move forward. Because if we keep looking in the rearview mirror, dog, if you drive and look in the rearview mirror for a minute, you will crash. Period. It's the rearview mirror syndrome.
Yeah.
You have to look straight ahead and think forward. Get me? Right. So fuck the rearview mirror, dog. Glance at it every once in a while. That's a reminder. Okay, I remember that. But you still gotta think and look forward, dog, or you'll forever be stuck in the past and no problems will get fixed. That's my opinion on it.
What's crazy is, first of all, man, we appreciate you sharing all that, bro. And like, personally, me, just the fact that you even shared all of that, like, man, like, because I really feel, when people say stuff, I don't ever look at it any other way. I put myself in those shoes and I'm like, that's tough. And I just related to a lot of the things that when I grew up, the experiences that I had from a different perspective, but almost similar, bro, to the same thing. Like, I did have both of my parents in my life, but There was the infidelity factor, the divorce that went down, the separation, the choice of which parent you're going to go with and how that affected my life growing up. And it's also crazy, bro, because I just want to say that, man, I feel like a lot of people see you as High Tone and not the person. They just see the things you put out into the world, like they see the tattoos, the art, the music, and they just look at how incredible you are. They don't see the scars, the pain, and the things that you have to put up with. I feel like as men, we hide a lot of the things that we're going through, that we have to deal with. I reached a point in my life where I had enough pain, and nobody knows this, and you would never, because I'm gonna sit here and laugh and smile and everything like that, because it's just what I believe a man is, how you move, right? It can't, so what for myself, right? Like, no matter what I've gone through, I always tell myself, who cares, nigga? Like, about myself, not about nobody else's things.
Yeah.
But, to touch on what both of you guys are saying is kind of crazy, because I'm having a lot of family issues at the moment that I've been going through for the past couple of years that really kicked off dramatically in the last year or so, to the point where, like, relatives who I swore, if you'd ask me at any point, you're going to deal with these people for the rest of your life, like, we're never going to separate. And then I went it's almost been a year, I haven't spoken to specific people.
Right.
Yeah.
My mom, bro. Right?
Yeah.
And so recently what occurred for me is that me and my sisters have different fathers. And out of nowhere, RIP, their father just passed away. And that caused, obviously, a funeral service. And when it was coming up, I was talking to my wife about it, and also talking to my main sister, who we communicate often, and saying, like, I don't know how this is going to be, because I know my mom is going to be there. And my peace has been maintained by staying away from my mom, because we had our falling out. And I'm like, but this is crazy, because I know your father, and I can't afford to miss the funeral.
Right.
I personally feel like if I passed away, he would be at mine. So when I got there, everything else was out the window. Like, I saw my mom at my niece's birthday party, and we didn't speak.
You guys kind of just stick to your own corners in a way? Is that what it is?
Like, it was like literally, like, she walked in, I didn't say hello to her, she didn't say hello to me. We didn't speak at all. And this is the first time we had been in the same place, and this didn't take...
such a hard thing to go through.
It's just weird, right?
Yeah.
And I was at peace just not seeing her at all, because I'm like, just to not even deal with that, right? Now, that was at the birthday party. But now we're at a funeral, and I was telling, some people, like, that's like neutral grounds. And so I spoke to my mom. But just like you said, we didn't speak about why did you do this, and why was that said? This is not the time nor the place. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Where are you living?
Moving.
No, I took the opportunity to be her son again for that moment, and she was my mom again, and we spoke in that manner. And guess what? Since then, I haven't spoke to my mom again.
Yeah.
But in that moment, then and there,
Real
that's
quick,
fine.
I just want to say this, since topics of moms came up, as a brother, how I think, like, my mother to me, thank God I haven't really had any issues like what all you brethren just brought up. But, like, a mother to me is holy.
Mhm.
So, like, again, I don't know the issues particularly, but you're always talking about the Bible and everything. Just as a brother, I would say, bro, like, you know me, you can tell I'm crazy for my mom. Time's up?
No, you can keep going.
Okay. I'm already off track. If we're gonna take it up. I'm crazy for my mom, bro. So all I can say is, not knowing anything, bro. If you can rekindle it, whatever it may be, even if you're right, you're wrong, she's right, she's wrong. Like, I can't, me speaking, bro, I couldn't go a day without talking to my mom, bro. My mom's holy to me, like, straight up. Like, I would.
Oh, my mom was my superhero, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the thing is, my mom,
at least you're saying that. See, so
I respect my mom enough to not even bring it up on here, because I know if I bring it up on here, my point is gonna. I don't know. No.
I'm not trying to have you bring it up.
No, I hear you. I'm just saying, I know that if I bring it up, I'm gonna be viewed as correct in this, and I don't need all of that. You know what I mean? I don't need to have nobody else look bad or nothing, because again, it was my mother, bro. This was my superhero for life, and we'll leave it right there. But all I'm saying is that it goes into the thing about peace as well too. And so I made a decision, bro, like, about my immediate family, my wife, my kids, and where I was gonna be and whatnot. And it just, the crazy part about it is just hearing what he had to say, hearing what he has to say. Man, it's crazy because you feel like everybody else has a perfect family, and then you start hearing about, like, it's almost like nobody has a perfect family. And so, like, that's what I'm trying to create for my kids. Me and my wife have gone through so much drama, and it's kind of crazy that we're still one item. And because both of us have looked at our own families and seen the separations and the dynamics that get messed up, it always starts when the two people separate. And so I just made a decision myself personally. I looked at all the trauma that I should be impacted by, and I said, I just won't give it to my kids. Like, okay, what happened to me sucked. What happened to my wife sucked. All these things, I won't, like, nah, like my kids though, they just be in a whole nother realm. And that realm starts with me and my wife being the gangsters that we are,
Mhm.
you know? And so commitments to my wife. I love you over there. I
Man,
know you're
that's
doing
awesome,
homework
bro.
and everything like that, but
And-
that's where it
and-
starts.
And at the end of the day, bro, we keep coming back to the same word, dog. It's like when you have to feel like you pick a side or division comes in play,
Mhm.
everything gets messed up, dog.
Yeah.
So if you always just think from love and forgiveness, and that's so hard to, it's so easy to think, but so hard to do, bro. You know, like I've written hundreds of songs about my dad and how much I lame and piece of shit and I can't believe it, dog. And it was the way I felt at the time, bro. You know, and I'm
But
fine with that. It's a
the way,
timestamp, bro.
That's the way you.
But as I
express
got
yourself.
older, he's still my father, and I don't know the dynamic of what happened. Like now that I'm a husband, I know how hard it is, dog. I know how
Exactly.
much I fucked up. I know
Right.
how much the relationship is like a roller coaster, dog. So nobody's at fault, dog. Just some relationships don't work.
Mhm.
And you always got to remember your mother's your mother, your father's your father. And
Exactly.
if you always remember that, bro,
Right.
you won't carry like hatred,
Mhm.
you know, because when you carry that is when you start to get out of character, dog, and when you really start to not understand what life's about, bro. You know, so
Mhm.
the advice for you and your brothers, worry about you, homie.
Mhm.
Don't worry about your older brother, your middle brother, your younger brother, dog. They will change when they want to change.
Right.
Yep.
You've always been the mediator and loved them both. Stay loving them both,
Yeah.
dog. Stay off both either side, dog. Stay in the middle.
It's,
And
it's,
tell your brothers that, hey, homie, I'm not getting involved no more, dog.
yeah.
That's your deal. You deal with that pedo. You deal with that issue when your heart is ready.
Yeah.
And when you start having an open mind like that and not being tough, then you will start gaining a lot more wisdom, bro.
Yeah.
You will, fool, because I'm over all that. Fool, I'm older. I'm the big
Yeah.
homie. No,
Yeah. It's not like that no more, dog. It's like I'm seeing things tunnel vision now. It's like I know where I want to be in life, and that's what I'm focused at. So it's like I don't have the time to have to be worrying about everybody right now.
No, you're supposed to be surrounding yourself with homies that you're supposed to learn from.
It's like
If you walk in a room and think you know everything,
right.
you shouldn't be in that fucking room, dog.
Yeah.
Straight up.
It's like us, bro. Like before the show, we were all vibing together. Like that's what I want to be surrounded by.
Good energy,
Good
like
energy,
you said.
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Love,
yeah.
love.
And it's-
That's
no,
what
it's-
And
always
love
counts.
and peace.
All love,
Peace.
yeah.
All these things that we're talking about is a huge thing that people forget.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're giving them game, dog, because everybody's too locked in on
Yeah.
the news and Instagram and
Yeah.
what you like food. None of that matters, dog.
Yeah.
None of that matters.
Like what are all these people gonna do when TikTok gets banned, dog?
They're gonna
There's
go
already a new app, bro. My daughter
Yeah.
already
Is there
asked me for
already? No
permission.
way. Is that
What's it
really?
called?
Crazy, bro.
Read something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
Bullshit.
red.
Red,
No.
Look,
Dog, why did I think that
Look
was
it.
like a weather app or
Look it.
something?
look, nothing in this world, dog. There's always gonna be a new something.
A new vice
Mhm.
all the time.
Something's gonna be new. They took away vapes. They will find somewhere else to figure out how to
Yeah,
manufacture it, FDA it, approve it. Something's coming out. We're too innovative, dog.
Yeah.
We got robots. We got selfless
That
driving
robot
cars.
shit
Like,
is crazy,
homie, we're next level, dog. One app, there'll be another app.
Mhm.
When MySpace died, Twitter came.
Yeah.
When Twitter came,
100%.
IG came. When IG came, TikTok came. The shit don't stop, bro.
Yeah.
It don't stop.
It's crazy because at the end of the day, this could also be kind of scary. So speaking about the technology and everything like that, have any of you guys, what's your experience or usage of AI?
It's a tool.
Very helpful.
It's very helpful, but it could go very wrong as well. Have you guys seen that? Okay, have you guys seen that movie, The Creator?
Yes. The what?
Have I seen Terminator? Yes.
No, not Terminator, but
Skynet? Yes.
Terminator is the
Not that
original
Mañato.
one for sure.
The
I
crea-
just
I
seen
was
the
about
one
to
with
watch it.
with
The Creator,
Megan Fox.
oh, that you're talking about when she gets fucked by or she is
Yes.
the robot.
I can't even watch that because I'm like, that looks like it's a porn. So I'm like, I'm good.
wait,
It's
wait,
Megan
hold
Fox
on,
though,
hold
so I
on.
might have to watch it.
Megan Fox robot?
Megan
crazy.
Fox is a robot.
Max is all
Submersive or
like,
something like
hold
that.
A guy has a wife and a
Subservient.
kid.
Oh,
The
how
wife
has your
is in the
wife seen it and
hospital
you haven't?
dying.
She hasn't seen it. She just
Oh,
knows.
okay.
He works and provides for the family, so he can't take care of the kid. So he goes shopping at a convention for a robot. Robots are out now. They do everything for you, food, literally. Cook, clean, whatever, right?
Okay.
Sounds like
So the
a
little kid
traditional
got
woman.
lost and found Megan Fox, the robot. The kid vibing. So the dad's like, I don't even need to see none of these robots no more. If my kid likes this robot, I'm buying that robot.
How old was the
And
kid?
she
She got to be
is-
like a teenager.
She's bad. This Megan Fox, but it's a robot.
Megan Fox.
Like, but
Let's
a
get
robot.
that straight.
Okay.
No metal, you don't see no metal. Right? So she comes, bro, and they're super smart. She's cooking for him, and she's like, I'm here for whatever your needs are.
That's crazy.
So months in the hospital, no intimacy. Now it gets into that, dog. So now you're fucking a robot.
Max is all
So
like,
is
as
it
long as she's
cheating
not wearing
or
no
it
short
doesn't have a
skirts.
heart?
or cowgirl.
So now he's in his head going, am I cheating? It's not a real human.
It's kind of like using a vibrator for your girl, right?
Yeah, or like a fleshlight.
That's crazy.
Like, so now you're in your head, bro. Like, but yeah, like as far as AI, homie, like
trippy.
very good, but very bad.
Yeah, it's,
Very
it's,
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's a,
But that's everything,
It's
right?
dangerous. It is everything.
That's everything,
but,
right? Everything's a
but-
tool.
but what sucks is it's for sure gonna take away. We're already in a crisis of jobs.
right.
We're already in a financial crisis.
Okay.
Now we're literally sitting here going, we are going to, all these professions will disappear.
So then what's
Yeah.
going to happen with that though? Like, what do you think will happen if a profession disappears? Are they going to have to start killing people off just so that way there's
They're
a
already
balance?
doing it.
No,
Is that
I feel like it's like it comes to adaptation.
What you mean killing?
You're gonna. I know, but hold on. I just
Mm.
feel like. Well, I'll let you answer that yourself. But I just want to chime in and
Go for
say that it comes into adaptation. It's the same thing with music, right? Like, bro,
This wave goes.
you gotta be able to like
Yeah.
even the greatest artists that we love, right?
Yeah.
Of every genre.
I
Michael
also-
Jackson.
Drake was
Michael
whack. Drake
Jackson,
was whack
hold
for
on.
using.
Kanye
Michael
West.
Jackson. The music that Michael Jackson was putting out in the 70s versus the music that Michael Jackson was putting out in the 90s,
Mm.
completely different
Yeah.
because he knew how to ride the wave and adapt
I still make bangers.
and made
dog.
hits the whole way through.
all day.
all day,
the whole way
every
through.
day,
Play
bro.
me some butterflies right now. I'll start crying.
Yes, bro, you feel me? Like,
Okay.
so
Hey, okay. I was before we get on to the killing, since we're on MJ, dog, I gotta bring this up because fucking MJ is not only the king of pop. I'm looking at my camera. MJ is the king of music. Period. Ain't nobody the king. That fool's the king, bro.
debatable.
Do
So
your favorite
it's not
song.
deba- It's
Do
not
your favorite dance
debatable.
right now by
Debatable.
Michael Jackson. Do your
Michael
favorite dance.
Jackson.
You know who Bob
Fool,
Dylan
don't
is?
make me
Do you know who Bob
right
Dylan
now,
is?
dog.
Do you know who Bob Dylan
Bob
is?
Dylan is hard.
Fool, Mike.
Do you know who Bob
Michael
Dylan is?
Jackson is Bob Dylan's big homie.
Do you know who
dog.
Bob Dylan is?
No, I don't need to know who Bob Dylan
There you
is.
go.
Fool, I know who
There
Michael
you go,
Jackson
America.
is. Fool,
And the world.
I know who Rick James is. That's enough, dog. I don't need to know who
Exactly.
fucking Bob Dylan is.
All right,
dog.
go ahead. I'm gonna stop
Listen,
interrupting.
listen,
Do your
listen.
thing.
Bob Dylan. Who the fuck is Bob Dylan,
Oh
bro?
my
That,
God.
you hear this, man?
I
Do you hear
cannot
this,
wait
man?
to put this social
It's-
clip
it's-
out so all the comments could go hard on this fool right
This was
now.
a hater,
This
dog.
is
He
gonna be
can't
hilarious.
get. This
How's
can't
that
do
being a
shit.
hater?
Hold on.
You
Okay.
don't know who Bob Dylan is?
No, let him go. Let him go. I need to
Hold
get.
on.
I need to know where he's going. Go ahead.
Hold on. The only Bob I know is Bob Hope G because it's the airport.
on.
in
What about
Burbank.
Bob from La Bamba?
Bob from La Bamba?
Ooh.
La Bamba's a restaurant in Burbank too.
Damn. Wait.
Wait, have you ever seen La Bamba?
La Bamba the movie?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Don't lie, nigga.
Hey, cause don't trip.
hey.
I'll show you another tat I got, but off camera.
Okay, hold on. Where the fuck is that at?
Right next to Mike.
Okay. Then we're chilling.
Then we're chilling.
And it's still not gay.
Hold on. Oh, the fool who sings "Knocking on Heaven's Door," dog.
First of all, I just want quick 2
Put him on
cents.
game. Put him on.
I didn't really know about Bob Dylan like that because I'm like hardcore hip hop, or I was like super nothing else. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing but hip hop. I went to LA Film School for music production, and they went through a portion of that where they were teaching us about music history and genres. And that's where I found out like, oh, there's subgenres in every genre of music. And so like my whole life thinking like, I don't like rock. No, I do like rock. My subgenre of rock is heavy metal. I love heavy metal, right?
Damn, I wouldn't think that.
Javon
Well, I like
loves
aggressive music. I like
Slipknot?
aggressive music.
I've been at a Slipknot show, at a Slayer show, at a Mudvayne show,
yeah.
at a System of the Down show.
System of a Down.
But like we're
Hard.
talking all genres, bro. So I get
Shout
it.
out System
Yeah.
of a
Hard
Down.
as fuck.
Yeah. That's what I
But
need.
you
is, like,
didn't know you liked it until you heard it.
because
Type
I
shit.
thought that like rock was just rock, and
Mm.
I thought that country was just country.
Yeah.
And I thought this was. I didn't.
Rap is
understand.
not just rap.
exactly.
That's what it mixes. It's like,
But
like
it all
Jolly
goes down
Roll
to
and Eminem.
people. It goes
how
down
that
to
song came
people
through.
you hang with and the family you're raised with. Like
Right.
the young kids right now are losing the older music because the parents aren't putting them on game.
You know what's
Exactly.
crazy? So Kendrick's song, right?
Which
I'm
one?
done with
No,
this.
no,
Fucking
I'm
Kendrick,
telling you this right now
Squabble
because
up.
for a reason. Yeah, the song,
The sample.
The Debbie
sample, the Debbie Deb. I heard a
Said
customer
Debbie
come in the shop. They came in. They're like, "Yeah, my kid thought that Kendrick's was the original," and then I started.
Of
I was like,
course,
"Wow,
of course. But yeah, like once again, bro, like you can't blame somebody like Max for not knowing something because he wasn't put on.
that's true."
Not
true.
only that, bro. Bob Dylan. I was just looking at the timestamps of when this homie was dropping songs. It's 1965, bro. With your old ass.
Mhm.
We got, but
We weren't even born
I,
yet.
I did exactly. So look, I don't know. Like
Yeah,
I said, I don't know Bob Dylan. Right? Hold on. But I know
I'm not
knocking
stressing
on.
you out that you didn't know who he was.
I know what knocking on heaven's door is. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
this
yeah.
for
Like,
insurance.
you have
for this
heard-
for shorts. He's our
Yeah.
editor.
I'm
this
just
was
talking
fuck
about.
shit
I'm
up
just
on the editing.
I'm just talking about the history of
I'll
it
make
in the
sure I fuck
sense
it
that the statement that you made and the sense that, bro, there was people who came before who did such great feats where if Michael Jackson was here alive today, first of all, he's going to tell you who influenced him.
I can tell you who influenced Michael Jackson. James Brown.
Well, first of all, the greatest performer of all time, right? And I wrote a
Yeah.
whole report on James Brown.
Oh,
James Brown performed like 365 times in 365 days. This nigga was everywhere,
He was-
sweating, perms out and
Bro.
everything, bro.
Cocaine.
Like,
James Brown was.
Yeah.
Bunch of cocaine.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Did
Real
you guys
quick.
ever see the movie?
I didn't. I saw part of it. I saw
Oh,
part
bro,
of it. I saw
you
part
guys
of it.
got to watch that movie.
We'll get into that, but bro, I want to get back on this MJ shit
Go
because
ahead.
I've been interrogating, asking, annoying everybody. Do you guys think MJ is a pedophile? I will say my answer. I do not think MJ was a pedophile. Do I not think that MJ wasn't a pedophile? Michael Jackson was not a pedophile. And I know you think differently, so you should be the one who.
All right, I'll share
debates me.
first because everybody loves to say what Javon be thinking instead of Javon.
'Cause
So
wants to
Javon's
think
gonna tell you what
differently, bro.
Javon is thinking. All right. My camera, look me dead in the eyes. First of all, as I expressed to this man before, major Michael Jackson fan, right? When I was a little kid, bro, I used to wish, like, God, why is my name not Michael? I wanted to be Michael so bad because this Michael Jackson was coming out with stuff that was just crazy, bro. Like the music videos, the roller coaster, the gigantic robot,
Man, the zombies.
the video games, bro, like
bro.
everything. You feel me? So now, when it comes to the allegations about him and the minors, my thoughts are: I just always felt like the way he responded was always terrible, and I'll feel that way till the day I die. Now, does that mean that he did do something or didn't? I don't know, right? And it's kind of irrelevant to me now, right? But if we're going to talk about his music, bro, his music is just like,
Goated.
oh, like, yeah, bro, like you
his
can, like,
music, the way he dances.
you know
his
what's funny? We had a
performances,
conversation about
everything.
R. Kelly, who was also another great artist.
Right.
Not even in the same category,
Not
bro.
even close
Michael
to MJ.
Jackson is like you cannot like.
MJ's like a god to R.
Michael
Kelly,
Jackson,
and
he would
one was
pop up.
convicted.
bro. And the other
And the
one
other
was
one
never.
was not.
That's
Well,
true.
I will say this: before R. Kelly was convicted, I'd be sitting back like, yo, why is this nigga not convicted? I was like, yo, hey, he can't. They accused him of something, and then all of a sudden he came out with a gospel song. I'm like, bro,
This man switched fast.
He asking for God's help now.
Yeah.
He was knocking on heaven's door.
Me. Like, what did he
He
change you
was.
from, bro? Like,
R.
but no.
Kelly was trying to
Do I
find a
think
way.
Michael Jackson did it? I don't know. I
Did
just
he,
know he lived a real suspect life, and I do feel some type of way about a black man needing to be that light skinned
Changing his color.
because he did that.
Bro,
It's
he
like
was sick.
you-
He had what
Get
was it?
out of
No,
here,
what was
bro.
it called?
That was
So out of
Vertigo?
everybody on earth, you ain't never seen a nigga get vitiligo or whatever
Yeah.
and turn like that. He Sammy Sosa
Hey,
that thing.
you know
bro.
why? No. Hold
That's
on,
what
hold
he
on,
did.
hold on,
That's
Skip.
crazy.
Hold on, Skip. Hold on, Skip. We're talking about the king of music over here.
No, I don't agree with that. But
No,
go ahead.
listen. It's said literally. MJ even said it. He's like, he would get the patches on the skin, right? Because that's how that disease goes. The
Right.
vitiligo, whatever you want to call it.
Vitiligo.
Yeah, whatever it may be.
Yeah, but
That fool would put makeup.
that wasn't
all
even
over
patches. It was
Fool,
literally just
you-
his whole
Listen,
skin.
let me finish,
Go ahead,
dog.
go ahead.
Fuck. He put makeup all over his body. He would make his makeup artist add makeup. So the worse it got, that fool's like, you gotta make my skin lighter. Am I wrong? Have you heard of this?
So he was probably such a perfectionist that like when there was a breakup of a color, he just wanted to look one color.
Exactly.
Maybe they could have put darker makeup
black.
Fool, because that's black skin right there. That's black
What are you
face.
talking
How
about,
is that
bro? You
black
cannot
skin if
black
he's already
skin be
black?
black.
Guy.
Yeah.
How you know black
It's
skin
like-
and black blackface?
Fool,
And he's
that's,
already black?
first of all, I'm
This
gonna
is
say
a-
black face, but yeah, you guys are right. But okay, I'll give it to you guys since we have our black correspondent over here,
Yes.
senior black correspondent, and
And
I'm glad I'm here to clear this up, to clear the air.
Yeah, at least you were here to clear the air. And,
He's definitely goaded. He's
of course,
definitely
bro, OG, bro, like
King
that
of-
fool.
What's your favorite?
Pop.
What's your favorite like Michael Jackson song?
Okay. No, it's not only Michael Jackson. You got to start. What's your favorite Jackson 5 song, and then what's your favorite Michael Jackson song? If you're truly
Just
a
go
fan.
Michael Jackson. You're going to.
No, I want
if
to hear
you're
it.
a
If he's
fan,
in the
if you're
set,
a
I'm
fan,
interested.
fool.
What's you go first then. What's your favorite?
Fool, this fool doesn't
What's
even
your
know
favorite?
Bob. This fool doesn't even know Bob Dylan is over here trying to tell me.
I don't know.
Trying
who
to
Bob
tell me
Dylan is.
fucking-
What's your favorite
Yeah,
Jackson
just wait till
5
I edit
song?
the reels.
And then what's your favorite Michael Jackson song?
Favorite Bob Dylan song? That's right.
See what I mean?
Hey, it's this Oshak
I'm gonna say
Hennessy.
mine first. Let's go from here to
Let's
there.
go. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna say
Okay.
Smooth Criminal.
All right.
Annie, are you okay? I'm gonna tell you mine real quick. Jackson 5, Can You Feel It? Bro, when that song starts, I want to get up and start fucking doing the craziest karate moves on Moses. Fucking back kicks, all that shit, dog.
You can try
But
it.
in love, bro.
Okay,
With
in love,
respect
okay,
and
okay.
homieship.
There you
Unlike you, dog, I'm a lover. I'm not a hater, fool.
All of a sudden,
Michael
this dude doesn't
Jackson?
love girls in
Yeah.
cowboy outfits.
Michael Jackson.
Fool, I like girls in all other outfits except cowgirl outfits. Fool,
or short skirts.
If you're not fool, I was talking about
And
short
thongs.
skirts.
Baby, you
If
hear
it's
that?
cold. No, thongs. What the fuck?
You hear that? He don't like the cowboy.
he don't like. He don't like.
Listen.
He doesn't like
I
girls
need
who
to
show their skin.
iterate. It's not the time. We have a guest.
And
here. We're
also,
trying to
he
move
will
on.
end your FaceTime call if you call him in the shower.
Yeah, I will.
I like Jackson 5, I'll Be There.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro, for saving this shit.
Okay. And then I like
What's your favorite MJ song? You gotta say it.
It's hard to pick a favorite, right?
Man.
Which one
That is
stands out
hard.
right now?
I'll
in
say
this
mine.
moment?
I'll say
For some reason, just because of the feeling we were talking about, like whenever I hear Butterflies, I love it. It's not my favorite, but that song always just, I don't
hits
know,
you.
bro.
It hits you. Yeah.
My favorite Michael Jackson
I love
song.
Billie Jean Beat. I love all the
Come
main
on, of
things,
course,
you know?
of course. My number one for MJ has to be "Rock Your World," the one with when Chris Rock's on the video. Not Chris Rock, my bad. Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker, yeah.
Mm.
Him and Chris
You know which
Tucker
one
are
I'm
very close. They
Bro,
were
that
very,
shit
very
was
close
funny.
friends.
And that song is just a banger. As a musician, when you listen to that song, like, damn, bro, just the beat, the way he catches the melody, like, it's just, that song is crazy, bro. It's ahead of his time. What did that song come out in 97?
All right,
And
so
that shit can be banged now anywhere.
they're all my favorite songs, but like two songs, right? For two different reasons. Human Nature
Banger.
Oh, yeah.
is just crazy, especially what Nas did to it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. And then Off the Wall.
Oh my
Banger.
gosh, off the wall. Yes. That shit's stupid.
And you know why it was even crazier for me? Because so I love music so much, I was trying to find my way into it. I didn't know what I was going to be. I actually started off as a DJ, and I was trying to be like a battle DJ. I wasn't
Mm.
trying to just DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So I had, for like a Christmas, they bought me turntables, and then I was going to the record store and I'm getting stuff, and I had the Off the Wall record. Oh, bro, I'd just be playing that record in particular, and I'm just like, this is crazy, you know? So Off the Wall is just nostalgic for me on top of everything because I'd be playing that all the time, which then segued into the reason I started rapping is because these records have instrumentals, and I was playing The Warning, I had the Biggie record,
Yep.
and I'm hearing the instrumental, and then that's where I got it like, dang, like, I don't think I want to DJ no more. I think I want to rap. And that's where it all started for me. Just a little
Dope.
tidbit, right?
Yeah.
MJ's a G, bro. I can talk about
He is,
that
man.
for-
Like I
There
said,
you
we
go.
don't need to go too deep into
Yeah.
it because whether he's guilty or not, right, we cannot deny what he left in the world. And he left some stuff. He, left some
seeds.
heat.
He left
Oh,
trees,
for
bro,
sure.
for people to kick it under those trees.
I
and get the
remember when he
shade.
died, bro. I was at
Facts.
summer football practice. Summer football practice 2-a-days. That shit
Damn, you
was
were listening
wild.
to MJ?
Everyone's listening to
weight room,
DMX, this was
dog, in the
listening to
weight room.
MJ.
It was crazy, like when it happened.
Damn, we were listening to like 50 and shit.
no, I'm saying I remember when it happened because the news came out and like
gotcha.
all the teachers came out. They're like, MJ died, and it was like, what? Like it was the
Oh.
craziest shit. Yeah,
That's crazy. Well, I was like 7 when MJ died, but I was still a fan as a kid. Like I had the This Is It. You guys remember the This Is It documentary film?
Mhm.
So I had that shit and
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
kid. I would wear a fedora and sit down and watch that shit and just moonwalk. My mom would be like, "Bro, stop watching that shit." But it's like that was like I think MJ got me into music.
Yeah.
Literally, recently, the reason I've been bringing up MJ so much is because it was like 2 days ago. I played one MJ song and then I was like, let me watch one of this fool's interviews, but I haven't seen this fool's face in a while. After the interview, I started playing 4 more songs, and like I had like nostalgia from a kid. Like my energy levels just rose up. I felt like such positive energy listening
Right.
to this fool's music. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go bother everybody right now about the allegations and shit. So why not? But that's
Yeah.
pretty much what brought up the whole MJ topic with me.
Gotcha. Well,
That's
shout out
crazy.
MJ, everybody.
Always shout out and RIP, bro.
With that being said,
he's dead.
man, High Tone, what else you got going on for your life, bro? Tell the people what you got going on musically, whatever.
Your workouts.
Yeah,
How many
your
burpees are you
Hey, bro,
hitting?
your workouts. I see your stories every morning. I'm like, damn.
Oh, this is a
Tone's
real thing. I was
getting it,
cracking a
bro.
joke. Okay, let's hear about it. bro.
No,
Let's hear about
Tone
it,
be
bro.
going hard. Tone went through a whole workout journey and everything.
Yeah, the last year and a half, bro, maybe lost like good 35, 40.
And that's not on Ozempic like G Money does it.
No, yeah.
Shade.
Which is cool, but no Ozempic, no BBL, no Photoshop. Just strictly hard work and dedication, dog.
Yeah.
I always say it, bro. You want change, bro? You got to change your life, dog. Like, you got to sacrifice, homie. And it ain't going to happen until you want to happen, bro. If you want to get off liquor, I can't make you get off liquor. You
Yeah.
got to do that, bro. You want to get off drugs, I can't do that for you. You got to do it. You want to lose weight, I can't. You got to do it, dog. Like,
It starts
gotta
with
come
yourself.
from within, bro. Everything in this world, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I got to a point where I'm just like, man, I always been in the gym, active, hooping, bro, playing a lot of sports, like, but I always never changed my body, bro. It was just
Stagnant.
like I'm doing all this work for nothing.
Right.
But when you change a few little things, dog, you know, your real change comes. And that's just what I did, dog. I just followed a program. I stuck to it. And now I'm in the best shape of my fucking life,
Yeah.
dog. And like, I feel good mentally, physically. And right now, dog, the fitness business is huge, bro.
Mhm.
Everybody's converting into positive shit. I know the world feels negative, but positivity is there, dog. You see it.
Yeah.
Never seen fitness like it is right now, bro. From clothing to influencers to gyms to just everything, bro. You know, nutrition. Like, it starts with that, dog. Like, we had the prayer, we toasted up. It was like health, wealth, and success. Like,
Mhm.
if you can't wake up healthy, dog, you can't get any
None
of
of
those
that.
things on the side.
Right.
Health starts with health. Period.
Where could the people find you at, Tone, for your tattooing, for your Instagram,
I
for
always
whatever?
just say go to one place right now, bro. It's just Instagram, you know, High Tone, HI_tone. Like, you can type in HI and I'm pop up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Google, Instagram, wherever. Like, not very hard to find nowadays.
Mhm.
But yeah, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, tattooing, music. I'm just gonna continue to to just follow my dreams, chase what I love, dog, and
That's
try to
right.
find peace with everything I do, dog. Like,
Mhm.
that's the main thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Is do what you love and try to find peace. The money will come, the fame will come if it's supposed to.
Yeah.
The other pieces will fall in line, bro. But if you gotta do it for the right reasons,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? So that's it, bro. I got so much going on, bro. We could sit here for an hour and talk about it, but Yeah, man. I'm just gonna continue to be me, bro. And I think that's the main thing.
I think he's trying to wrap it, but before he wraps it, I do have a question for you. Shout out to my brother-in-law, Mike. So he watches your podcast, No Lames. And it was funny because he saw what I was doing and he had no idea that we were in close proximity because of our mutual right here
Yeah.
to big homie Mo. And then I told him, I was like, yeah, bro, eventually I said, I'm gonna get him on this. We're gonna get him on this podcast. And we, you know, we're close like that. So he also tattoos.
Oh, nice.
He didn't want to do my head tattoo when I asked, but it's all right, bro. He was looking out for me.
I feel that though. I feel that.
I have it. I know you can't see it because my skin is dark, but I have an actual lion tattooed on the side of my head.
I was there. I filmed it.
You were there. That's right, bro.
It.
Like
I filmed it.
Moses
He got
been there
tatted
since day one,
yeah,
bro. By Ganga. Shout out to Ganga.
Yeah, shout out Ganga Tattoos.
He took me right away.
Yeah.
So he's a celebrity tattoo artist as well. He took me right away because of what I told him I wanted. I was like, bro, I want a lion tattooed on my head. He was like, we're taking you right away, right?
Yeah.
So, but anyways, in the realm of tattooing, what do you think contributes the most to your success as a tattoo artist and gaining notoriety and being able to expand into the tattoo like world? Why are you recognized there? What have you done in your eyes to get you out there?
I started from the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I was cleaning toilets, sweeping floors, escorting people in, escorting people out, taking appointments, dog. I did it the old school way.
Yeah.
There was no YouTube to watch. There was no numbing cream. There was no clout, dog, with tattooing, dog. You got brought in by certain people and you had to pay your dues and pave your path. You feel me? Like, I got notoriety because I was at a good shop and I sat down and I learned, dog, and I put my music on the side for 3 years to learn a craft that will eventually fund my music.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, tattooing has really paved the way for my music, my businesses, my whole life, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can never discredit tattooing, bro. Like, yes, music is my love and first love, and I want to do that more than anything in this world. But without tattooing, I could never do that. I was able to sit down with someone new every single day and give them a mixtape every day, a new person, build a relationship, put something on their skin for life. They leave with music, dog. They become your family.
Right.
You know, so.
Look at Moses over here ducking under the cameras like he at war.
Yeah, so as far as tattooing, bro, I can never take that for granted. Sometimes it feels like work for me, dog. I feel like that's for everything, dog. I've been doing it since 2010, bro.
Okay.
When you do something that long, yes, it's dope and you love it, but it is a job, dog.
Right.
There's days where I want to hang out and drink till 4 a.m. with you fools, but I have a client coming in at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
And I gotta be responsible.
That's right.
So it is work at the end of the day. It's good work. It's creative work, but it's a job, you know? And I think that's where the youngsters now don't get. Like, it looks glamorous, dog. Fools are driving $100,000 whips, dog. Like, they're making doctor money, fool. They're making real big money, but it's work.
For sure.
It took me years of sacrifice to learn how to tat, dog. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where the respect comes in. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you sharing that with us because that's what you're for the music and the tattoos. And I just wanted to ask that, and especially again because when this is all said and whatever holiday's coming up next, I'm gonna sit down at the family function or whatever, and I'm gonna talk to him again because again he follows the No Lames podcast, and we successfully pulled off a No Lame conversation in here. So shout out to No Lames. We had G Money on. Now we got High Tone on. We really appreciate you, bro.
Yeah,
for sure.
Man, I genuinely have a new connection with. I've always had one with him now because we've been working. But leaving here tonight, Max, you, like it's like it's cool to be able to come into a place, dog, and leave with a new friend.
Right.
Mhm.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like it's just dope, bro. That's so dope about life, man.
Mhm.
You just never know who you're gonna meet, who you're gonna get close to, bro. Like you just never fucking know, dog. You can be in a market, dog.
Right.
Meet
Exactly.
somebody that might end up at your fucking birthday party or Christmas dinner, or might end up meeting your grandmother or your mother. Like you never know, bro.
Yeah.
You just never know. But you still gotta have that open heart to allow that in.
Yep.
Because if you're walking around this world hard and, you know, in a shell or I'm the guy, bro, you're never gonna get new people that love you, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. You gotta be open minded.
That's it.
Exactly.
And open hearted.
That's
And
it.
open hearted.
Thank you again, bro. Appreciate you coming on.
Sir.
Appreciate the love and everything.
Yeah.
You know. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, that's Boss Talk.
Boss talk, ladies and gentlemen.
Boss talk, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Follow, subscribe.
Yeah.